Hello friends, I welcome all of you in today's session. This is a very important session, especially for the parents, because always parents will be looking for their words to get admitted in the best schools. Okay, so how to select a school for their words, and parents are very caring, and they try to gather maximum information about the school before admitting their words, because it's about their words future, isn't it? And we know that what psychology says, that most of the behavior and the traits, the personality traits that are nurtured, okay, maybe within 6 to 8 years, that remains with the children for the next of their life. So the school education is very important, but how to choose a good school, okay, that's always a very challenging, correct? And but a lot of factors also come into picture while choosing a particular institution. If both the parents are working, okay, then there is a different challenge. Okay, if one of the no parents working, then the challenge is different. So there are some challenges and the limitation factors as far as the proximity of the school is concerned. To some extent, timing is also matters. Some of the schools closes by 2 p.m. Some of the schools it goes up to 4 p.m. So these are some of the general factors. So I'm not going to talk again general factors in the sense that some are state board, ICSE, CBSE, some are IB, okay, Cambridge, following Cambridge syllabus, okay, so on and so forth. Those are different aspects altogether. So I'm not going to discuss those areas. I'm generally discussing about the quality of teaching, learning in the schools, and curricular and co-curricular, extracurricular activities, okay, students holistic development, 360-degree development, what we call, okay, so that they groom as a whole personality, not to particular traits. Okay, that's very important. But we see especially there are so many institutions in and around, correct? So how to select the best one? And most of the institution today, you will see that by and large they will have good infrastructure, correct? Some of the international schools have no swimming pool, horse riding, lot of other add-on facilities, because they charge also the premium fees, correct? So fees is a big concern for the school education. There's a lot of focus in National Education Policy 2020 to revamp the education sector. Even for the schools also, it is already implemented. In Karnataka, it is already implemented, correct? The NEP 2020. Now, for the higher education, it always, until unless the school education is strengthened, okay, the output is coming from the school, goes to the higher education. So if you only consider the higher education, how we can bring excellence in higher education, that may not work out well until unless we focus on the school education. That's one thing we must we must be very clear about. Now, infrastructure is one part. Okay, the school may have fantastic infrastructure and someone may be carried away with the infrastructure, but infrastructure by itself cannot teach the students, right? Who teaches the students? Learning environment, definitely. The kind of labs, the kind of library the schools, okay, it has, okay, definitely that has a lot of bearing. And the schools must have a sports ground, okay, especially schools, I'm saying, until unless the school has a very good sports ground, okay, then I'll not go for that particular school, because students, a lot of personality traits, a lot of qualities that developed, okay, while playing, right? That's what it is said, that activity based learning, okay, children learns more through activity. That's why in the pre-primary, okay, or nursery level, you will see that most of the learnings happens through the activity based learning, correct? So the sports ground is very important. School must have the sports ground, okay, whether they have the swimming pool and the horse riding, other facilities, that is different. I'm not going to that, because for providing that they charge premium price. Okay, those things can be learned outside also. Okay, horse riding and the swimming, as an extracurricular activity, anyone can learn that. Okay, now, whether the schools they need it or not, okay, maybe some of the resident schools, okay, top and international schools may need that, because a lot of students, they come and stay within the campus. But in general, the library facilities, the sports ground, the canteen facilities, okay, then general hygiene, Okay, that's very, very important. Many schools, they compromise on the hygiene part. Okay, the restroom and other, okay, general cleanliness, those things, okay, health factors must be taken into account. Then another important factor, some schools, they believe a lot of focus is more on developing their personality through extracurricular and co-curricular activities, like they will have the singing club, sports club, music club, okay, dance club, those are fine. But what about the teaching aspect, the curricular aspect? I think that is very important. I have seen that being on the board of some of the universities, on the advisory board, and even in the schools, that no it is very, very difficult to choose a particular no school for the words. But some general parameters, if we look in, I think that would be very, very useful. That academic excellence, okay, that's one area should be we must give a lot of focus, how academically that particular school is doing in terms of their result, okay, in the board exam, in terms of know if they do some kind of activities, like they have the chess, or they have the olympiad, okay, or some science exhibition, what kind of exhibitions they're doing. Okay, so those things we must look in before we putting our kids there in that particular school. What kind of teachers they have, okay, that's very, very important, because teachers are like parents in the school. Okay, some around 6 to 8 hours students, they stay in the school. Okay, so majority of the maximum time students, they spend in the school. So until unless school has a very good learning environment, and teachers are capable and trained teachers, that's very, very important. I'm not saying that beautiful look or handsome teachers, okay, trained teachers, okay, their performance, their background, okay, probably you can go through the student, that particular school's website, and look at the teacher's profile, their extracurricular activities, their hobbies, their academic performance. All those things are very, very important, because end of the day, that's what we say, that quality of any institution cannot be better than quality of its teachers. Infrastructure, those things are definitely that matters. And as I said, some of the general factors like proximity and all those things also, okay, board and all, okay, those things matters. But in general, okay, we should not go only at the look, okay, or the aesthetic part, but what is there inside, that's also very, very important. The academic performance, the board result, the board performance, how many no students are rank holders in the board exams, okay, that's very important. And general performance also, and co-curricular, extracurricular activities, that is definitely required, that is definitely required. But today we see that a lot of schools, they spend huge amount on the no advertisement, and try to attract okay, the parents, okay, through their advertisement. They have a lot of brand ambassador also, okay, film stars, okay, as their brand ambassador, to capture the attention. Okay, that is okay, okay, as a part of marketing strategy they can do. But no, as a parents, we should be very, very careful when we put our words to a particular school. Academic brilliance is number one criteria. Okay, and whenever we talk about academic brilliance, what comes into the mind? Academic excellence, we comes to the mind that the academic performance in the board and the all other levels, right? How students are performing, the teachers no profile, that also makes a lot of no difference. What kind of no co-curricular, extracurricular activities the school has, the sports grounds, the library, the labs, okay, and definitely the fees also. Sometimes fees are so hefty that we can't afford, so there are also some challenges will be there. So you have to make a trade-off, right? Reasonable fees, better quality, if we can't afford premium schools. But we need to ensure, say, school, it's not the schools, okay, but as a parents at home, how do we take care, okay, of our kids? That's also equally very, very important. They spend 6 to 8 hours in the schools, that's fine. Rest of the times they are there at home, okay, or in the neighborhood area. So so as a parents, we have a lot of responsibilities to look at to our words, okay, the way as a parents we behave, the way we communicate at home. Students know, they pick up those qualities at the early stage, so you should be very, very careful, and know, they try to emulate okay, the parents and the teachers. So that's why teachers are said the second parents, and we are always there, we are there at home. So you have to be very, very careful, and we have to give our best efforts to see that our words come out successful in life. because school education is very, very important, and that is the pillar, that is the foundation. If at school level, okay, their no cognitive skills, okay, are developed, then definitely that will go into a long way, okay, in their future studies as well. So I believe that the basic purpose of this particular video is to just create some kind of awareness, okay, in the mind of the parents, that what are the factors they must take into account before putting their words into no into school, into some reasonably good school for their studies. Thank you so much, and I wish all the parents all the very best in selecting a reasonably good school for their words, for a bright future. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye bye.